Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Bad, not bad. It's the final webinar. Kind of sad.
Woohoo. 8 weeks. I printed the thing out today and I was like, oh, it is 8 weeks. Like I just went
Yeah,
so fast.
yeah, it really did. I mean, this is our second one, and seeing it last year, putting it all together, figuring it out, and then this year having like a set plan and doing things differently. I feel like it just flew by. Of course,
Yeah.
with everything else going on, you're like, oh wait. I was talking last night with Seth. I was like, this is week 8. Like the weekend
Yeah.
check-in start tomorrow.
It's insane.
And people are posting more, and so
Yep.
you really see a lot of transformations. So I can't.
Yeah. It's awesome. Very interactive this year. I feel like
Yeah,
maybe more than last year. So that's good.
I agree. I just saw your Instagram story and what you were eating before this. It looked really good.
It was delightful. Yes.
I've been trying.
Oh, yeah. I got to do a bike ride. I have 35 miles tonight. So
Nice.
waiting
Casual.
for, yeah, waiting for Bob to get home. I was like, well, if you have to ride, I might as well ride with you. What the
Yeah.
hell? We go to Burgatory night, but I was like, we'll make burgers, we'll ride, and then make burgers. So
It's fun, yeah. Uh, let's wait for good old Dean. John said he was going to help him set up a computer, and I was like, well, he can use his phone.
Sure can. Oh gosh.
Like, I'll help him. I was like, okay, because they just got finished training and all that good stuff and doing some content that's going to be really funny. So I can't wait for all that to release.
Just can't imagine.
Especially with Dean.
Such a character.
I know. When I saw the behind the scenes of like the photo shoot from the strip district on the Accent Sledge Instagram, I was like, that's Dean. Like, that's good old Dean for you.
He's like skipping down the road. Yeah.
Did that on the way to dinner one night when we were downtown, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, just showing off my new AAR swag. I was like, all
He's
right.
literally like in his own bubble half the time, I think.
Yeah. And you're
Which
just
is totally cool. Like I probably am half the time too, but
same.
he's another level.
I'm like, oh, it's here. Let's see.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. Any big plans training this weekend?
No, I'm actually driving home tomorrow afternoon. It's Lola's third birthday. So Saturday, my sister's gonna have a birthday party for her, and my sister and niece from Florida are actually coming up too. So
Well, that's fun.
we'll be together. And then my mom and my sister and niece will be visiting Monday and Tuesday up here next week. So just a quick little visit. Yeah.
Busy but fun.
Yeah. I was like, oh, good for you. You guys decide to come in when they're calling for snow. And
Oh yeah, my mom did tell me that this morning because she was
yeah,
asking what I was doing, and I was like, I'm not going far. I just got things to do out in like Cannonsburg, right? So like still like an hour away.
sure.
And she's like, it's gonna snow like 4 to 6 inches. And I'm just like, oh, cool. Because I was outside the other day in shorts and a t-shirt.
Yep. I knew it was going to happen. I'm like, I'm not going to get too excited because we'll get spoiled.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh.
What's up?
Hi. I'm sorry. I ended up having to go on my phone because I was trying to get it through a computer and having major difficulties.
He told you.
But I'm here.
How was the workout?
It was good. It was good. Yeah, we literally just got done. But
Box jumps?
no, thank God. No. We probably would have if we had time. Krista had to leave also. She just left, so.
Yeah. I mean, I still say you should just do box jumps into the foam pit in gymnastics. You don't get hurt.
I'd like to. Hurt me.
I'll have to put that on the agenda.
Yes, I'm just gonna add
Or
it
itinerary.
in.
Yeah. All right. Where are we at? What's going on?
Oh, we were just talking about our weekend, and now we're gonna get started since you're here, so the show can finally begin.
Sorry about frantic back here. Wedding. John trying to help me get on, and it wasn't successful.
It's
Good work, John.
We'll just blame John. only John. Um, cool. Well, welcome to the final webinar. Last night was the final week 8 webinar. Check-ins start tomorrow. You have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to check in. Don't forget, check in early if you can. Please don't wait until Sunday. Then sometimes, you forget and it's Monday and you're like, hi, I forgot to send my photos. This is week 8. Try to get them in early. Like Seth was talking about, you can take photos on Friday. You can take photos on Saturday. You can still take photos on Sunday, and then you get to choose which ones you send in. And you can see maybe what you look like each day. But with that said, we're just going to kind of quickly go over things that we talked about for the prior, honestly, every single week, but it's how to stay on track, why it's important to stay on track. And we'll just keep it simple and to the point of, what to do after these 8 weeks. And also I've been seeing on Facebook, a few people saying they got injured or something like that. So also how to stay motivated, possibly going, after this, having an injury. So with that, I'll have Kim start more with the staying on track with an injury and staying motivated because you have come so far. So Kim.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think I saw someone post in the group that if you made it to week 8, you already won, which I think is a very valid point. I think that is something to, hold yourself accountable, knowing that you did make those 8 weeks. But the other thing to remember is that, this 8 weeks was mainly to kind of phase you in, one, being around positive people. The only way for you to be successful with your goals and your aspirations is obviously be around the people that all have the same intention. So now that you have a nice group of people, you connected on Instagram and Facebook, that doesn't have to stop. That can always continue outside of the 8 weeks. But the biggest thing is always to continue this journey on and on and on. This is supposed to be a lifelong type of change for your life, especially if you're new to it. As far as staying motivated, one, again, surround yourself with good people that all have the same goals. Two, create your own goals. My goal may not be the same as Dean's and Carly's, and it's not always about losing weight. For me, it's about getting stronger, getting my entire body stronger so I can stay strong really for the next many, many years coming, because I already know in my future that I will long-term have leg problems, knee problems, probably need a knee replacement. So my main goal is to just stay strong. Someone else's might be to lose weight. Someone else's might just be to do better on deadlifts and things such as that. But it's important to pick one goal. It's hard to say I want to get really, really strong, but I also want to drop 30 pounds. It's not going to happen altogether. So I think just keeping things simple still after these 8 weeks will bring you a very long way, because the more simple that you stay, you can be more consistent, you set yourself up with success, and you will slowly start to see those changes. In that case, you won't want to quit right away. Everybody wants to see the biggest results in 6 to 8 weeks, and you might not. I mean, I've seen amazing transformations already here, which is literally crazy. And that's great, but we can't look at those people the same as our journey. This might be the first time that they've ever exercised and diet. So of course their change might be a little bit more drastic than yours. So definitely keep things simple, have one goal in mind. And then once you start to see those changes, then you can kind of start messing around with things, switching things up, changing your diet a little bit if you want to add more carbs, protein, things like that. And like I said already, don't quit on yourself. Just don't quit on yourself because you've already gone 8 weeks. You literally just wasted 8 weeks. And if you end at 8 weeks and you quit on yourself, what was the point of all this? What was the point of connecting with all of these people? Buying supplements, if you did, started taking them and then you completely quit and just say, okay, I'm done. I did my 8 weeks. This is literally all about a lifelong change for everybody. Learning new habits and patterns and exercises, all of that type of stuff. So, that's the biggest takeaway that I take out of a challenge like this, is that this is only the beginning. And if you made it the 8 weeks, you just have to keep pushing and keep pushing. I promise you the results will come. It might be slow, but they will come. I mean, for myself in these last 8 weeks, I've noticed a drastic change in just my strength and like leg recomposition, which got me really excited because I initially didn't think anything was happening. And then once you take the pictures, you can actually see that. So going on from that, I would continue to take progress pictures. Doesn't have to be every week. It can be every 2 weeks. It could be once a month. It's totally up to you, but I highly recommend taking those pictures because that will tell you a lot more than what the scale would. And as far as those that have injuries, if you injured yourself because you started working out, that's a very good indication that you should probably you should probably work out more once you are recovered. There's probably a reason why you got injured. You may have not been doing something right, or your body just wasn't ready. I'm still rebounding from not doing anything for over a year. It's not like I sat on my butt for a full year, but my whole body was not in motion for a full year. So I'm still dealing with a lot of aches and pains and just things that I'm not used to feeling. And that's from not moving. So the best thing for you to do is for your body is to keep moving, and you can move if you have an injury, whether it's your arm, a leg, a foot, a finger. There are plenty of things for you to do. You just have to keep a schedule to say, these are the days I'm going to keep working out. Say you have physical therapy, those are your physical therapy days, and there shouldn't be any reason why your diet changes. That's going to be the biggest game changer is if your diet stays on point, you should still be able to hit those mile marks that you want to, regardless of the type of equipment and training that you have or can't utilize because of your injury. So your diet is going to be very important during the recovery phase if you guys are injured from this challenge, during this challenge. Yeah. But my biggest thing, don't quit on yourself. Please don't quit. Everything that you've done is pretty much worthless then at this point if you stop at 8 weeks. And that's sad. You don't want to do that because you end up setting yourself up for injury again, or back to square one. I'm going to say you lost 10 pounds, now you gained 10 pounds. I guarantee you it's going to be a lot harder to lose those 10 pounds again. Right. So, yeah.
Right. Dean.
Yeah, I don't have a ton to add. I mean, Kim kind of hit it all. I mean, I can just kind of piggyback off her. It's like, we've said it on almost every webinar we've had, like the challenge is 8 weeks, but that's not really why we started this in the first place last year or this year. It's like this challenge is to help people. The challenge is like a fun thing to do. And there's obviously every challenge, there's a time limit on it, but the whole purpose of this is to help people, help them change their lives, obviously for the better, get people back to feeling good, healthy again, moving, losing weight, looking better, feeling better. So the 8 weeks is really, like Kim said, I mean, it's just the beginning of this. So this whole thing is to really push people into making a lifestyle change. I hate the word diet because I think diets fail all the time. For me, it's just like nutrition, not diet. So find something that works for you. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Like Kim said, there's been some crazy transformations. And the one thing that sticks out for me is it's like, especially on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, it's like one of the biggest things or the biggest problems is people compare their results to other people. And that's one of the biggest things that also can get people down. If you don't have the quick results or as big of results as the next person. But everybody has to remember that everybody's metabolism is different, their body's different, people are different ages. Everybody's going to get results at different rates. The only way you don't get results is by quitting. So Kim just said that about 10 times. Do not quit. That's the biggest thing. The worst thing you can do is quit on yourself. And really that's all you're doing is quitting on yourself and whoever else may depend on you, your family or whoever, kids. So don't get discouraged, I guess is my point, by looking at, if we're at the end of 8 weeks now and you see some other people that maybe had better results than you, it's like, you know, it is what it is. You hopefully are in a better place than you were 8 weeks ago. So keep going. Just don't ever compare yourself to other people. I think that's one of the biggest downfalls about social media is people get caught up in that. As far as nutrition goes, keep doing what you're doing. You know, I mean, during the challenge, everybody was in this for the 8 weeks. That doesn't mean it has to stop by any means. Do you have to be as strict as maybe some of you have been? Maybe not. But you don't want to go off the deep end and go right back to what you were doing, you know, before this challenge started. So there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to stick to your nutrition plan of what you guys have been doing over the last 8 weeks. Hopefully, again, that goes back to a lifestyle change. Hopefully you guys have made big changes in your nutrition, because that's where it all is. It's working out and that stuff is all great as well. But if you're still overeating all the time, you're in a calorie surplus, you know, they always say you can't out train a bad diet. And that's the absolute truth. I had a guy just last night on Instagram message me saying he been lifting very consistently, lifting heavy weights, but he's not losing weight. Just from that statement, I know his diet's not in check 100%. I mean, that's what it is. If he's constantly working out and doing cardio and everything and not dropping any weight whatsoever, lifting weights is great. But if your diet is crap, then your body looks like crap. So you have to have it all in check. So keep the nutrition in check as best as you possibly can. As far as working around an injury too, I know Kim's dealt with that a lot. I've dealt with injury in the past, but not so much as of lately, thank God. But me, myself, I've gone through 2 shoulder surgeries, a hip surgery in the past. And I know it can be very discouraging, especially if you get out of the gym. It was bad for me. It messes with people's heads. You get discouraged. I know me, when I get discouraged, I start eating bad also. So it's like, just try to stay as tight as possible, again, with the nutrition. And like Kim mentioned, you can work around. That's what I did. That's what helped me is if I had a bad shoulder and shoulder surgery and recovery, there was still a lot of other stuff I could do. I could go to the gym and do legs. I could still do cardio and kind of just work around that injury. Obviously, don't do anything dumb and stick to your doctor's plan and stuff like that if it's that serious of an injury. But don't let an injury just completely cancel you out and put you on the sidelines and not do anything, and then obviously revert back to what you were doing. So that's it. I mean, 8 weeks, like Kim said too, you guys have now put in 8 weeks. There's no reason to like just drop off the deep end and then go back to where you were, because it's very easy to gain weight. It's much easier to gain weight and gain fat than it is to lose it. And if for you guys that have put in all this hard work over the last 8 weeks, don't let it just go to waste. Keep pushing on, keep doing what you're doing, and keep having fun doing it. And if you keep doing the work and keep putting in you know, the work in the gym, work in the kitchen and stuff like that, you're going to keep getting results. They're not just going to stop. So no reason to stop anything. Just keep going. And that's, again, why this whole competition was really made, is to help you guys make a lifestyle change for the better.
Yeah. Wow. 8 weeks. But I mean, you know, the biggest thing, and I saw it last year, people who joined the demo crew after, because in about 2 weeks or so, the Facebook group will close for the challenge. But I've seen a lot of you who are in the challenge apply for the demo crew and get into that group. And that, you know, like we were saying, a positive environment, that's another place to, you know, post if you want to. If you're like, hey, I started this challenge and now it's 6 months later, and this is my progress. Because one, I kept on a routine, you know, I switched things up. Like Kim said, have different goals. Like once you reach something, maybe switch it up, you know. I've seen that from winners who participated last year, and just even people who participated in general. They had new goals and they're like, hey, I'm doing this again because one, I have a new goal, but I, you know, enjoyed it from last year, but they kept on track pretty much a year later. So that was super cool to see. But if you ever need, you know, like any ideas or whatnot, you know, Dean and Kim, go to their Instagram, see what they have going on. The Axe and Sledge Instagram, all of the athletes are featured there. You know, go give them a follow, because, you know, they post workouts. You know, Dean always does, you know, Q&As about different stuff, and will answer a ton of questions. So that's always very helpful too. But yeah, you know, Mike, you know, the last thing I'm going to say is make sure you check in on time. Check-in start tomorrow. This is the final. Don't overthink your photos. I've been getting a lot of questions about photos. Just keep taking them how you have been. For the most shredded, or really any category, if you want to get a spray tan, you can do that, because I got that question twice today. But don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. You've gone this far. You know, I get it's very exciting at the end, but just do you. You guys have made the changes and can't wait to see who wins. And it's going to be a very hard decision.
Can I touch on that demo crew real quick, Carly? I know you guys have covered it probably multiple times. Actually, I know you and Mike did, but yeah, but anybody that's on this call, the biggest thing on these challenges this year and last year is what people talk about, the positive environment in the Facebook group for the challenge. A lot of people, like Carly said, that will be gone in about 2 weeks. And a lot of people want to continue that stuff. Join the demo crew. If you have any questions whatsoever, reach out to me on Facebook. Instagram's better if you have Instagram, because I'm on that way more. But if you have any questions whatsoever about the demo crew, reach out to me. If you know about it, just go to the website. You can apply for it there as well. But that's the group you want to be in, because we have 2 Facebook groups. We have an Axe and Sledge Facebook group, which is just an open Facebook group. So there's tons, there's I think 30 something thousand or 40,000 people in that. A lot of those people have nothing to do with Axe and Sledge. They're just people that like the supplement industry. Maybe they love Seth, so on and so forth. But that's not the positive group, like the HWMF Transformation Challenge group, is the demo crew group. So that's the one you want to be in. It is a private Facebook group. So that's the one. I just want to make sure people know the difference between those. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me.
Cool. Kim, do you have anything else?
No, just, congratulations to everyone that did make it 8 weeks. And I really hope you guys continue on this journey, and let it be your journey, nobody else's. Do it for you. And that's probably the best thing that you can do throughout your entire journey of fitness, health, and weight loss, is make sure you do it for you. That's it.
Well, Kim, Dean, thank you for the past 8 weeks and
Yeah.
hopping on these. Thank you to everyone who listened or tuned in later. And, we'll get some winners, but like Kim said, continue this journey and do it for yourself. And, we're all still here to support you even after these 8 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Guys.
Congrats.